And it wasn't until this year that I finally felt a sense of closure to the situation. And I can tell you what happened when I was interviewing Freeway Ricky Ross, right, who was one of the biggest drug dealers, period.
Period.
Who, you know, a kilo of cocaine to him is like
a dime,
a dime,
yeah.
like, you know,
yeah.
something you'd walk past at 7-Eleven if it was on the ground.
Right.
And he told me, and I told him this story, and he told me, he's like, well, think about if he didn't rip you off. Think about if that was a successful drug deal.
Woo, Freeway Rick, so sharp. He's so
and
sharp,
I
man.
never thought of it that way, right? All I thought of, this guy ripped me off and I never got my money back. Yeah, and all these years, because at one point I came to a certain degree of closure. I said, well, you know something? That was actually my own fault. I went and gave this guy a bunch of money, and I'm sitting there being stupid and trusting people.
He
and so
asked you for the money, or you volunteered to get in business with him?
It was more of a volunteer, because I'm thinking.
So you kind of beat yourself?
Yeah, I kind of beat myself. I had just seen the movie Deep Cover, and I got inspired, and I had a bunch of money, and I was looking to flip it quickly, and so forth. It's just me being stupid, right? And I'm like, it's my own fault. I volunteered it, whatever else. But that didn't completely sit well on me either.
Gotcha.
And then Freeway Ricky said, well, think what would have happened if it was a successful deal. You gave him that money. He sold the drugs, came back with like $10,000 profit. You would have probably reinvested, right? You would have probably doubled up. You would have re-upped, right? Think about where that leads. That successful drug deal could have landed me in prison for 10, 20 years.
Easily. It would have put you on a whole nother course in your life.
A kilo of
cocaine.
Had it been successful.
You would have been on a whole nother course in your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would have turned into a major drug dealer.
You would have.
You know, because most people don't get to the kilo stage.
No.
I started out that way.
Right.
Because I had the money.
Right.
I had a successful recruiting business at that point. The money was coming in fast.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it.
And you like, let me do something.
Let me do something with it.
Yeah.
My dumb ass should have invested in the stock market. But no, here I am trying to buy kilos. My dumb ass. Like, and when he said that, he said, well, think about what would have happened if he didn't rip you off and it was a successful deal and you stayed on that route. And it's like, my head exploded.
It had to. That's the other side of the coin.
My head exploded, and it's like, damn.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the best things that could have happened to me, actually, in retrospect. Him just saying, look, I'm just going to rip you off, and you're never going to do this again. Because the sting of this.
But of course, that's not why he ripped you off.
Of course not. No, he ripped me off because he wanted the money.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
And you're
because he was a piece of shit. Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, had he stuck with me, seeing as successful as I am right now, and that was my homie who I was kicking it with every day.
Yeah.
Riding around with him, hollering at girls.
We all had those.
All that.
We all had those.
If he had stuck with me, he would have made 10 times that. Easy. 100 times that. But he wanted that short-term money.
He didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve to be in your life right now at this point with you doing what you're doing. Yeah, exactly.
Forever.
Exactly. And also, it's acknowledgement to the wisdom of Freeway Rick. Just looking at, just by him posing that to you, it allows you to look at a lot of different things, by turning the diamond and seeing the way the prism shines from another facet, so. Yeah, man, that's top quality game right there. It's like, yeah, you thought you lost, but you maybe won. Chances are you won. Look at your life now and compare. Because how many successful dope dealers is it?
None that I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell dope all my life and be successful. Never got to worry about the police.
I don't know any. I just interviewed Convertible Bert.
Yeah.
From Miami, one of the big dope boys out there.
Right.
He had a 5-year run and got 25 years. For every year that he balled out, he got to spend 5 years in a cage. I interviewed Lil Deee, had about a 5-year run and got like 30 years. Story goes on and on. What's his name? Harry O is getting out after
He
31
touched
years.
down. I believe he touched down.
Not
He ain't-
exactly.
He ain't
Nope,
made
nope,
it yet.
nope.
Halfway house.
Not even that, I don't think.
Not yet.
Not even that. But the story was that. But I spoke to some people around him, and no, he's not actually out yet. They don't want to actually say when he's out because it's kind of a sensitive
It's
topic.
all people always do that.
People
That's the
always do
big
that.
mystery.
Yeah.
I'm coming home. No one knows when. I'm gonna show up, and you're gonna see me. You know, it's like
Yeah.
you know.
It's just ironic how he's getting out after 31 years and Sugar's going in for 28 years. It's almost like a handoff. Like the irony of that is.
And I think he's gonna do some good stuff when he gets out.
Harry O?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. I hope so too. I mean, Harry O's had a lot of time to sit around and think.
Man.
And that's one of the guys that was instrumental in Death Row.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Among other things.
Yeah, Denzel Washington, I guess he was financed to his first project and stuff like that. Harry O's an interesting guy. I hope to get one of his first interviews, if not his first one.
Yeah, no doubt.
Trey Deee, always a pleasure.
No doubt, Vlad.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Appreciate it, man.
Until
Thanks
next
for
time.
inviting me.
Peace.